Instant Authority Expert, episode number 16.
Hey, this is John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire, and you are listening to Instant Authority Expert Podcast with Keith Shannon. Position yourself for success.
What does it take to become an expert? It takes motivation, stick-to-itiveness, and the right tools don't hurt either. Welcome to Instant Authority Expert, the podcast designed to help you position yourself for success. Here's your host, Keith Shannon.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today on the show, we have the one and only Jen Foster, and we are talking about consulting, we're talking about podcasting, and we're talking website. But first, here's Jen's bio. Jen Foster is from Salt Lake City, Utah, is one of today's national leading online and mobile marketing experts, is the owner of Biz Social Boom, a company dedicated to helping business owners of all sizes thrive in today's highly technical world of product and service promotion, from local brick and mortar stores to online entities to large international corporations. She is also the co-author of the book, Stand Apart with Dan Kennedy. Jen knows how and has a passion for helping businesses succeed. She is dedicated to helping businesses use powerful new online and mobile marketing platforms to get visibility, traffic, leads, customers, and raving fans. Without further ado, here she is, my friend, Jen Foster. Yeah, baby. Woo! How are you, Jen?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome to the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what's going on in your life? Really your chance to plug anything you like, Jen.
Awesome. Well, things are going great. Yes, I am the co-author of Stand Apart with Dan Kennedy, and I am featuring that on my website, jenfosterseo.net. And I am also launching a new book that will just be about video and how to use video in your business.
Nice.
That'll be coming out in September.
Perfect. Well, I always like to start off every show with a little thing called Instant Authority Expert, where you tell my audience in 5 minutes or less the steps on how you became an expert in your particular field of interest. And today we are talking consulting. Okay, Jen, let's dive right in.
All right. Well, I am a business consultant, and I help with internet marketing. So when I consult, I help your business, your small business, brick or mortar, or online store, get found online. And I became an expert by studying and following those who were already experts and learning from them to become what I am today, which is a consultant for internet marketing. And the top steps that you can do for that is honestly just, if you want to become your own consultant or go out there and get other businesses and be consultants for them, then you need to study what the experts are doing now and what the consultants are doing now, which is internet marketing, video marketing, and learn those skills and websites and all that kind of stuff so that you can go out there and teach other businesses how to become, first page Google search, all those sorts of things.
Nice. Booyah! That's amazing. Well, here at Instant Authority Expert, we believe that success leaves clues, to quote Anthony Robbins. And what I try to share with my audience is the common thread, the rituals, the patterns, and the excellence that make success possible. In your case, Jen, you, my friend, you rock consulting and you rock it well. All right, well, let's dive into how you achieved all your success and talk about passion. Tell me what you love about what you do.
All right. Well, I love creating websites, and I love creating websites that can get found online. I love helping businesses that actually have a purpose for their website and not just say, hey, I want a website for my business card. So I like having websites where I can build it with a purpose to drive traffic to it. And whether it's a brick and mortar store, we're driving traffic to the store online and the store on the street, or just a regular online store, we're driving traffic to it. That's my passion, is to help businesses to generate more leads and customers and to get found online so that they can generate income and be a successful business.
Jen, how does one start or begin to become a consultant?
Well, the first thing is to study exactly your niche on what you're going to be consulting on, whether it's video marketing, internet marketing, web design, consulting on design, or, depending on what you're going to be a consultant. You've got to study that field and that specific niche and understand who your target market is And then you can go ahead and go out to those businesses and be the consultant.
Nice, nice. How do you find your consulting clients, Jen?
Well, I use lead capture pages. If you don't know what those are, they're websites that have a form that simply says fill out your name and email or text your name and email in order to get a white paper on social media or a white paper on web design. And then they can put their name and their information there, and I get the lead, and then I go ahead and help them with their consulting or help them with web needs.
Nice, nice. So where do you put these lead pages? Are they on your website?
I put them on websites. I also use video marketing, so videos that drive people to those lead capture pages.
Nice.
And then just word of mouth. And of course, with my book, I had book signing events and different events where I speak and teach about video and YouTube. And that's how I get leads as well, doing it locally and online.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Jen, once you find these clients, how do you convince them that they need your services?
Well, usually I just go ahead and take out my phone and I pull up their website. And if their website's not mobile friendly, I first tell them, hey, you need a mobile website.
That's the best way.
I can't click to call, and I have no idea how to find you, and I'm
it's
pretty
too
much just
small.
go to somewhere else.
Nice, nice.
I don't want to have to stretch my fingers. So I first do that, and then I also just, tell them, hey, you want a free, 30-minute consultation where I can kind of review your website, review your business, and find out what your needs are, and then go from there.
Nice, nice. And that's done for free?
Yeah, 30 minutes. Mm-hmm.
And so they're under no obligation to sign up?
No obligation to do anything, but just listen for 30 minutes on, pretty much an overview of their business and how well they're doing online or just their website alone, or even just their local marketing if they don't have a website, if they're even found on Google Maps or anything like that.
Nice, nice. I think we have episode number 2 here. I'm going to get you to critique my business for the audience, and we're going to just lay it out there for people to see. That would be awesome.
Sounds good.
Okay, so what consulting services are you an expert in? You had talked a few before, but let's talk about it a little bit.
Well, first I always start with their website. Make sure they have specific things on their website so that it will be a destination website and not just, I can't find you.
Right, right.
And so I consult on the website and make sure it has the key elements that website needs. The next thing I do is I consult on their marketing, internet marketing, finding out if they have local listings, Google Maps or Yahoo or Bing Maps.
Right.
Finding out if they are on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, Pinterest, all of those things. And then going into YouTube and video and helping them with videos, whether they have them already and they just need optimization, or they need video and we get videographers and we actually set up commercials and get people to watch their videos and go to their website.
Nice, nice. What do you charge for your consulting services? How do you charge?
Well, it's individual basis. So depending on the client, anywhere from $500 a month to $2,000 a month, depending on the client and what their needs are. Some clients don't need everything. Some clients just need a little bit of social media.
Right.
Some clients need everything and they need a full video package with a videographer and everything. So it really depends on the client and what their needs are.
Nice, nice. So you're saying to the audience it's a reoccurring business?
Yeah, we do monthly fee. So it's a setup process, which they have a down payment that they have to set up, because I go ahead and create all the profiles for them on Facebook, Twitter, if they don't have those things, Pinterest, set it up properly, optimize it, make sure it's the right category, all the things that they don't really understand because maybe they just lay carpet, for instance.
Right, right. They might be too busy doing other things to really focus on that stuff, right?
Yeah, and everyone is an expert in their own field.
Sure.
And so, my friend who grooms dogs, she's the best dog groomer I know, but she doesn't really know much about Facebook or Twitter. So I can do the Facebook and Twitter part, and she can groom my dog, and everything is all good. So that's pretty much the answer to that question.
That's a great breakdown. Well, let's go into a little bit more. So obviously you're going to do all this work and you're going to do all this setup, so there's a setup fee. Do you keep them on for a minimum? Let's say if you sign on with me, you're on for 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, and then you have the obligation to leave?
Yeah, with my business, we actually do a 3-month or 12-month.
Nice.
So you sign for 3 months and try it out. Or if you sign for the full year, you get 10% discount.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
Jen, what do you think about this? Do you push your clients to use Google Review?
I do. I use it for myself, and I ask them to leave me a review. And then I also push for them, especially the local brick and mortar stores. I want to make sure, like my lighting store and my equestrian store, that they have the Google reviews. Whether they're a local or an online, you want the Google reviews from your clients, not fake reviews, real reviews from your current clients
Right.
who like you and repeat customers. And you can always give an incentive to leave a review if, 5% off or $5 or $10 or coffee or, Starbucks gift card or whatever.
Sure. So how I use Google Review, the reason for that question is I use Google Review extensively in my carpet business. And how I get my reviews is at the end of the service, we'll offer them a free front door area rug or whatever. If they like the service and they would they mind going and setting up and doing a Google review? I'm usually asking for 5-star, but I work it a little bit. So when you talk to these people that you work with, usually I'd said coffee or this or that. How do you structure that with them? And is it something like the way that I do it?
Yeah, like especially for brick and mortar, like a over-the-counter type thing. At the end of the transaction, just them simply saying, hey, do you mind leaving us a review on Google? We'll give you a 10% off coupon for the next time you come back, or we'll give you a free set of light bulbs, or, depending on the store or what they offer. A watch repair store could say, hey, leave us a review and your next battery's free next time you come in.
Nice.
And it's laid out, $25 for their battery in their nice G-Shock. And now they're like, oh, free next time? Okay,
Yeah. So that's awesome. So is that when you're talking with your consulting clients and you're getting into Google Review, do you talk to them about how important Google Review and do people really take that seriously? Have they started to understand that how important? I know Google Review is the new SEO, but is everybody else seeing it? I'm number 2 in my market, sometimes number 1. I fluctuate back and forth on the top real estate that's 7, right? Because of Google Review. And I've noticed I've talked with Sandy Masuri about Google Review. I've talked to Lee Richter about Google Review. So do you find it a challenge to talk people into actually going, listen, it's very important for you to go and get some reviews?
Yes, I have quite a few clients that don't take it very seriously, and they're starting to hurt from it. I mean, there's only so much that I can do as a marketing, as in their internet marketing and their SEO to get them to the top of the Google Maps. But definitely reviews, it changes everything, and real reviews, not fake ones.
Right. Well, you're always going to get, your mother and your father, oh my God, you did such a good job. I mean, when you start to get 15, 20, 30, they have to be, they're legitimate reviews.
Exactly.
From happy customers.
Mm-hmm.
And people trust reviews.
Yes, and that's what people look at. I mean, think of the last thing you bought on Amazon. Did you look at the reviews? Always. I always look at the reviews. Hey, I'm going to buy a camera. Oh, before I go to Best Buy, I'm going to go to Amazon and read the review. And then I'll just go to Best Buy and grab it because I want it right now. Or I'll pay overnight shipping and get it, right?
Yeah. When I watch, we watch a lot of iTunes rentable movies, right? And in there, they have the reviews. And if you scroll down and it's Rotten Tomatoes and bad reviews, you're skipping it. So I think the algorithms today, people are talking about algorithms. The new algorithms are downloads, reviews, and things like that. And I think the people that don't take advantage of reviews right now are going to miss the boat.
Right. And that's why Google Plus is so important with the Google reviews, because that's what Google wants. They want what's what's current and what's updated and what is happening now. They don't want, if you've got reviews that someone left, right when Google started this, which was, 4 or 5 years old, that's not good enough. You need reviews that are current and getting them consistently 1 a month or 2 a month, or depending on how big of a business you have.
Sure. Just to prove Jen's point and my point, go to a city like Los Angeles, punch it up on Google, punch in plumbers, Los Angeles, and see how many Google reviews Plumbers Los Angeles have. The 300, 400 reviews. Because the real estate is worth millions of dollars, and that it's going to trickle out. And in your city, in your little city, little town, no matter what, it'll set you up as number one.
Exactly.
I
actually have clients that sold their company for that real estate spot. So I had a company that was doing so well on the Google that their competitor came to him and said, "Hey, why can't we'll just buy you out." So they bought their company, and I currently still do the same internet marketing I did under the old name. And then we just kind of switch over and let everyone know, hey, these guys are both, both companies. So
that rocks. That rocks. I love talking Google review. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, well, let's turn over to this subject. Tell us everything you know about podcasting and how you're using it in your consulting business.
Okay, well, podcasting for sure is the new up-and-coming thing. I don't know how many millions of people have the iPhone or even an iPod.
400 million?
Yeah, something like that.
Some crazy number.
My 11-year-old has one iPod. So he can subscribe to my iTunes podcast. But iTunes and podcasting is awesome. Not only just to have your podcast on iTunes, but just to have a podcast out there on multiple platforms. It's really important just to have the exposure and to be able to use your name with iTunes. And then also how I'm using it for myself is, of course, to generate more buzz, I guess you could say, and information, and a way to get information to my audience or business clients. And then I'm using it for my clients for books. I've helped people with authoring books and helping them with their podcast, and just clients who have online businesses, setting up podcasts for them and having their videos posted, a video podcast. And it's awesome. There's more places for the user or the client or customer to see and hear information of what they're looking to hear.
Didn't you have a success story about a real estate agent you were working with?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes. I have a real estate agent who I've been doing his podcast now for a year and a half and uploading his stuff to iTunes and also to other podcasting platforms. And it's an amazing thing for when it feels amazing when a client comes to you and says, "Oh, by the way, I was with a client last night and they said they found me because they were listening to my iTunes podcast."
Nice.
And it was so funny because he used to always say, no one ever buys a house and finds a realtor to buy a house. They find a house that they like and then they just buy it. Like, they don't call a realtor. He always has to call them. And so, or it lists house and then he just ends up selling that one because he's the lister, right? And he says, I couldn't believe it when I asked him, well, how did you hear of me? And they said, well, we listened to your podcast and we said, we want him to be our realtor. So that was amazing.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And how often do you put the podcast out for him? Once a week?
We were doing every other week.
Nice.
So every 2 weeks.
And how long would you say his podcast is?
They're about 10 minutes.
Nice. And just kind of updates on houses he has on the market?
Yeah, updates and also information about how to list your house or
nice
to buying a house. He kind of does two different things, the buying and the selling. So the buying, he talks about how to buy foreclosed on houses, how to buy HUD homes.
Nice.
And then on the buying side, he has on the buying side, he has, how to buy, how to list your home, how to, all the different how-tos, the top 10 questions that people would ask on selling a home or buying a home.
Did you teach him about the top 10 questions?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
The 10 by 10?
Yes. So
very nice.
Top 10 questions that people ask and the top should ask questions that people should.
Nice. That's awesome.
And then the best part is, putting that podcast out there is amazing, but we transcribe the podcast and put it on his blog. And that also is very helpful and good for Google search.
That is super cool. Jen, do you have any mentors, coaches? Who can you see as an inspiration to you and helped you out along your path to success?
Well, I can say the first one was probably Brian Tracy, just his sales techniques and his books and his motivation. And then, of course, Mike Koenigs. is one of my mentors.
Yeah.
And he has pretty much guided me on my path to being an online marketer and given me a lot of inspiration and dreams and hopes that I could be one. And, I'm the success I am today because of the things that he has taught me. And so another one I would probably say is Brendan Burchard. And, of course,
Ed Rush?
Yeah, Ed Rush. That's it.
Eddie, baby.
Ed Rush.
Nice.
So, those are some of the people I look to.
Nice. Is there one piece of software or an app out there today that you just can't live without, Jen?
They're not really one I can't live without. I'll tell you, my kids are always playing Candy Crush or Jules. But I do really like the alarm clock app on my phone. I use it a lot. It's just alarm clock.
Myself as well.
It looks like a little round circle. I really like it just because you can put a nice ringtone on and it's not the annoying alarm clock,
It's the only alarm clock we use in this house.
Yeah, makes you feel good when you wake up and not annoyed.
I had barking dogs and my wife said, "Take that off."
Yeah, that doesn't work.
No. Jen, do you have a favorite charity of choice?
I really like the Michael J. Fox Foundation.
Nice.
That's one of the ones that I really like. And of course, just Make-A-Wish Foundation as well. I like that one too.
Nice. Jen, tell us about your book, Stand Apart with Dan Kennedy, and where we can get a copy.
Awesome. Well, Stand Apart is a book with Dan Kennedy, and it's an amazing book if you want to know anything about being an entrepreneur or learning how to grow your business, whether it's online or offline. Stand Apart is the book to read. And you can get it by just visiting my website, which is Jen with 2 N's, Foster, SEO.net. And there'll be links there to Amazon that you can go and purchase the book. And or you can just contact me directly if you're local, or if I'm going to see you in California in September. I'll be there for 2 different weeks. I'm going there for a convention that you'll be at. And then I'm also going to be going there the week after that for a Hollywood I'll be getting an award for the book, a Quilly Award.
Nice.
That'll be really fun in Hollywood. So if you're going to be in California, I can bring you a copy and sign it for you. It's a little bit better getting a signed copy because it's worth more.
Yeah, baby.
On Amazon.
Jen, is there a question I should have asked you but didn't?
I don't think so, but I did forget to talk about one of the ways that I use for marketing and getting leads. And that is my video card. And I talked about this at one of the events.
Yes, you did.
And this is a video business brochure. And what happens is when you open the card, it plays a video, which is really awesome. The video starts. And then you can put whatever marketing message you want on the front, back, and inside. So I have a few logos of some businesses that I consult with. And I send this out to prospective clients with a note that says, return this to me for a free dinner or for a steak gift card or something like that. And then I can sit down and get my foot in the door to the bigger clients.
Do they send them back?
Of course.
Nice.
I always want the free dinner.
So what are those, what's the cost of those per?
It depends on how many you order. Usually around, if you get 100 or so, they end up being in between $45, $50. A little bit less if you order more, of course.
$45, $50 per piece. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I also use them for presentation because you can just, when you're sitting down, or trade shows, you can have people watch, and they can watch the presentation. It tells exactly what I need to tell them, and then for 4 minutes or 3 minutes, and then I can move on with my presentation. It's very, very professional.
Awesome. Amazing stuff. And now we enter the speed round. The speed round, there is no right or wrong answer, just your personal preference. And here we go. PC or Mac?
Mac.
Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Pinterest or Instagram?
Instagram.
YouTube or Vimeo?
YouTube.
GoToMeeting or Google Hangouts?
Hangouts.
Jen, today or tomorrow?
Today.
Yeah. Before we say goodbye, there are a few questions I know the audience is dying to know. What's your preference, Jen? Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
The Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
That's a toss-up. Beatles.
Yeah, baby. Awesome interview. Thank you so much for your transparency and insight into your thoughts of success. Jen, tell everybody again what you have coming up and where you're going to be and how we can get a hold of you.
Awesome.
Then we can say goodbye.
Well, I will be in California in September. You can see me at jenfosterseo.net. And you can buy my book there, or you can look forward to seeing my other book when it launches the end of September, again on that website, jenfosterseo.net.
Perfect. I now declare this day as Jen Foster Day.
Thanks,
Jen. You were amazing.
You're awesome.
Visit InstantAuthorityExpert.com. This is Keith Shannon. We'll see you on the next show.
Now you've added yet another weapon to your battle for success. Need more? Visit InstantAuthorityExpert.com/tools to download our free guide to the 5 top tools that authority experts can't live without. And we'll see you next time on Instant Authority Expert.